Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about how I prepare and get ready for my freelance jobs and what I do to prepare my kits. All my makeup artistry tips and tricks videos will be down below, like what's in my freelance kit, how to become a makeup artist. That will all be down below, but today's video is going to be how I prepare my kit for certain jobs and what I do to prepare, pretty much. I actually have a prom makeup appointment in about an hour, so I figured since I have to get my kit ready, I might as well just show you guys what I do. If you want a more in-depth description and just a more in-depth video of what is actually in my kit, I will link that down below like I just said before. This video isn't really necessarily what's in my kit, but just what I do to prepare for certain jobs and how I kind of tailor my kit to a specific person or a specific job. So yeah, the first thing I do is I start off with organizing my brushes, and today I'm using these little brush holders. Sometimes I use a brush belt, but I don't know, sometimes I like to switch it up. So like for my eye brushes, I use this little BH Cosmetics eye brush holder. The top goes on like this. And what's nice is you can take the top off, and then as you go you can put all your dirty brushes in one of the sides. That way you keep the clean and dirty brushes separate. And then I have one for my face brushes as well, like this. I'm not going to go into detail what brushes I bring. If you want a separate almost dropped that. If you want a separate video on exactly what brushes I bring, I could do that, but if I go into that right now, this video is going to be way too long. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I clean them. In between jobs, I like to use the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, especially while I'm on the job because it's really quick drying. This is the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner in a different bottle. I just wanted it in a spray bottle, and literally all I do is I just spray the brush a few times, and then I rub it on a paper towel or something with some kind of texture to be able to grip the product, and they come completely clean and dry within seconds. And then about once a week I'll go in and deep clean them in the sink with soap, but obviously as makeup artists, if you are one, you know we don't have time to actually clean them in a sink, you know, in between jobs. It's just not realistic. So yeah, that's what I do for brushes. If I know I need certain brushes, I'll go ahead and put them in, but for the most part, all my brushes are always pretty much the same for every job. So then before I move on to like the makeup part, what I like to do is just kind of like think about the job, what it's for, what the weather's like, and then I kind of prepare my kit based off of that information. If I know the client, if I know their skin tone, stuff like that. Like today, for example, I've done this girl's makeup many times. I've done her makeup for all her proms. This is actually one of her last proms. She has one more in June, and that's it. I love doing her makeup. She's one of my favorite people to do makeup on, but I know what works best on her because I've done her makeup so many times, and what foundations to bring because I know her skin tone and stuff like that. Like she's a medium to dark skin tone, so like a medium dark skin tone, so I know to bring foundations only for that. And I'll leave home my pale foundations because I don't need them because I know exactly what her skin tone is like. Now if I'm going into a job where I have no idea what the person looks like, which happens like 9 times out of 10, I really don't know what my clients look like until I actually meet them, obviously. So I will make sure I have a wide range of foundations because for all you know, you can have someone super dark or someone super pale, so you definitely need a range. But today I'm basing my kit off of the fact that I know what she looks like, I know what her skin tone's like. So yeah. Also, it's super hot today. Sorry if you can hear my fan, by the way, but I need it on because it's 90 degrees here and it's really hot. But since it's so hot, she wanted to make sure I bring full coverage foundations, which I definitely have, but also like I wanted to bring some mattifying primers because it is so hot. So I'm bringing this mattifying hard candy primer. I never use hard candy, but this primer really mattifies your skin, so that's why I'm bringing it. Yeah, so everything else is pretty much always the same. All the skincare and stuff is all the same. I always have a moisturizer, makeup remover, Max Fix Plus, stuff like that. But I definitely wanted to make sure I bring a more mattifying primer for this specific job. Also, my beauty blenders, I always wait till about 5 minutes before I leave and I clean them. That way, once I get to my job, you know, they're still pretty damp. So I wait till the last minute to clean them. And I always bring like 2 beauty blenders, even if I'm just doing one person, because you never know. And then I always have my like mixing palettes. This is actually for paints, but what I really like about it is you can keep all your products separate. So I got this at Michael's, so if you're interested. And then everything else is the same, you know, makeup wipes, stuff like that. You know, that never changes, that never comes out of my kit. And then up here is just like extra random brushes, but these, the brushes that I showed you, are the ones that I'm actually going to use. Okay, moving on to foundations. Since I know her skin tone, I'm only bringing foundation around her range. Like, she's like a medium dark skin tone, so I'm bringing my Graftobian foundation. Since it is so hot today, this is very long lasting and has great coverage, so I really like this one. I'm bringing the Warm 1 palette and the Warm 2 palettes. I'm also bringing my NYX Total Control foundation. I'm bringing Golden and Medium Olive because these are pretty matte and they have really great coverage, and I like using these to thin out the Graftobian cream foundation. And then I also just threw these in here as well. And then whatever products I don't bring, I literally take out of my kit because I don't want to carry around more unnecessary weights. And I put it in like a smaller kit that I have and keep it organized in there. And when I'm ready to use that stuff on my next job, like Friday, I'm doing a bunch of prom girls, so I will bring a much wider range of foundation, so I'll put those foundations back in my kit. But for now, I take them out because I don't need them. I'm also bringing this Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation because it's long lasting as well and has great coverage. And I remember I used this on her once and I really liked the way it looked, so that's that. Then concealers, I took out my super pale shades, but I'm still using the same products I usually use, like my LA Girl Pro concealer, my MAC concealers, the Pro Longwear ones, NYX, I love these concealers, these HD concealers, they're really good. My corrector palette, I still always bring on every job. And also, I like to bring this Becca concealer. It's in a much darker shade, but it's great for contouring, so I really like that. So I took a bunch of concealers out since I don't need any pale ones. Next drawer pretty much always stays the same. It's my powder drawer. So I have my Ben Nye HD powders. I also have a translucent powder, as well as my Bobbi Brown powders. Actually, I'm going to take this one out because I don't need it. But I have my yellowy one, which is great for highlighting, and I always have my Airspun powder because I love this for setting. My next drawer is my lashes. To be honest with you, I always pretty much had the same. This drawer never really changes because I always have lashes with me. Even if someone says they don't want them, I still bring them because a lot of times people change their mind. So I like to bring these because you just never know. So my favorite go-to prom lashes are the Ardell Demi Wispies. I just find that most people like the way these look. I also have more natural ones, but I have a feeling I'll be using these Demi Wispy ones. Oh, and I have this dramatic pair. This is by Salon Perfect, and these are like just a little bit more dramatic, so I may use those today, I don't know. And then I always have my lash applicators, my lash glue, my scissors, all of that, you know, like I said, never really changes. This next drawer really never changes either, unless I feel like a specific blush or bronzer is going to look really good on the person that I'm doing. But for the most part, this always stays the same as well. This is like my blush, bronzer, highlight drawer. So I'm actually bringing my e.l.f. blush, and I know you guys are probably like, e.l.f., really? You're using e.l.f. for your makeup kit? Yeah, I am, because I love this blush quad This is like, I use this more than like my high-end blushes. It's just so pigmented and I just really love these blushes. So I'm bringing it, I don't care. I'm also bringing my Tarte Pro Glow palettes. These are really beautiful highlight shades. And then I have my Morphe highlight and contour palettes. And I just have some other like random blushes and stuff. So then I just have like some other random blushes in here. And I do have a blush palette that I bring. It's the same one that you saw in my last video, in my what's in my freelance kit video. But I am also going to bring this highlight because I feel like this will look super, super pretty on her. So like I said, I tailor my kit to the client. And if I don't know the client, I just bring a range of stuff just in case. And like I said, nine times out of 10, I really don't know what the client looks like or what they even like. But since I've done this girl's makeup many times, I know what to bring. This drawer is my brow drawer. Stays the same. If you want to know what's in that, again, check out my what's in my freelance kit video. But I never switch out products in there. Really what I switch out is like my concealers, my foundations, and my eyeshadows. Those are like the main things that I switch out depending on the job. So in here is my eye drawer, and I have my eye primers, my mascaras, all of that. I'm just going to show you guys really quickly how I sanitize my eyeliners. So here's my black Urban Decay liner. What I do is I take some alcohol. You can get alcohol anywhere. I know Alcone, who sells like makeup sponges and stuff, that brand sells a lot of special effects makeup and stuff, sells alcohol that's like more for makeup, so you can check them out. But I have it in just like a travel size bottle that I just transferred it in. But anyways, I spray the eyeliner pretty generously with alcohol, and then I'll just take it on a paper towel, and I will just kind of like get off that first layer, and then I'll spray it again just to be like extra safe. But yeah, that's pretty much how I sanitize my eyeliners. I'll maybe do that like a few times. Like I'll just, you know, you never could be too safe. You know, you should always make sure your products are clean. Real quickly, I just want to go over how to sanitize my foundations. Nothing too in-depth, but just really quickly, just since, you know, I'm already making a video, I might as well tell you. So I take the same alcohol I use for my eyeliners, and since I'm not dipping a brush into here, I take a clean spatula, take out the product, and put it on a palette. So I'm not like contaminating this, so you don't have to sanitize this like every 2 seconds, but you should do it after every job just because it is a cream. So when you do open it up, it is exposed to germs and stuff like that. Creams definitely hold more germs. So what I do is I spray the foundation with alcohol, and then sometimes to be extra safe, I will go ahead and I will take like a clean spatula and just kind of scrape off the top layer and spray it with alcohol again, just very, very lightly, just the top layer, just to get off, like, you know, just in case there are any germs like sitting on top of it. But you should never use like a brush and dip it directly into here and then on someone's face. You know, you should always use a clean spatula and take it out. That way you're not contaminating this, but just to be safe, you should still always spray it with alcohol and stuff after your job. So, yeah. And obviously with this kind of like a pump, you don't have to sanitize the foundation. There's no way to sanitize it because it's a pump. Like if you want to clean the pump, just in case, you definitely can do that, but like you can't like sanitize the foundation in here. It's inside a bottle, so there's that. But you should always clean the outside of your products just so they are free from germs and stuff. Like sometimes I'll take like a Clorox wipe or something and just clean the outside of my products, or like some kind of like disinfectant wipe. So yeah, I just want to mention that here. She did want more of a nude lip, so I kind of bunched together my favorite nude glosses and stuff. A lot of them are the NYX Butter glosses. I love these glosses. I also have a clear gloss together. I kind of just put what I think I'll use in a bag just to keep it separate from everything else and easier. And then I'm just bringing like my favorite nude lip liners, like my brown lip liners. I also have, she wanted out for prom, I also always put a little bit of whatever lip product I have in a little plastic container. I get these on Amazon and I give them to the girl along with a makeup lip applicator, lip gloss applicator, and she can just keep it so she can touch up throughout the night. So obviously I can't give her my lipstick, so I just give her a little bit in a pot. And then just in case she wants to do something like a different color, I have my Anastasio Lip Palette, so I can custom make whatever color she wants. And I'm even bringing an extra lip palette this time because she wanted more of like a bronzy color, like something with shimmer. And so I'm bringing this Crown Brushes lip palette because it has a lot of like shimmery nudes. So just in case, I'm bringing this as well, so I'm prepared. And then last step is my shadows, and that's when I kind of just think about, okay, did she send me any pictures? Like if a client sent you any pictures, you want to make sure whatever kind of colors were in that picture you bring with you. But I always bring a lot of eyeshadow palettes because again, you just never know. Eyeshadow is really what personalizes the look. You know, face makeup and stuff like that, you pretty much use all the same products on a lot of people, but for eyes, you know, you use different products all the time depending on the person's eye shape, eye color, skin tone, stuff like that. So I keep all my eyeshadows in this thing here, and I put it in a backpack because I actually don't have room in my kit. And in this backpack I keep a spray bottle to wet my beauty blenders if I need to, and I also always bring like a towel to lay down, and yeah. And I used to bring a tote, but a backpack is so much easier because you just throw it on your back. So she kind of gave me an idea of the kind of look she wants, so I just brought what I think will go. In here I have single shadows, glitters. You know, prom girls like to have a little bit of fun with their makeup, so I like to bring some glitter and, you know, really shimmery shades in here. And then, let me put this down. I'm also bringing my Urban Decay Moondust palette because it has a lot of glitter as well. My Anastasia World Travelers palette, my Modern Renaissance palettes. Also, I'm bringing this because she wasn't sure what kind of look she wanted to do, but I think she wanted to do something kind of fun. So I'm bringing, I never really use this, but it's one of those palettes by BH Cosmetics that has all different colors. So just in case, I'm bringing this. And I'm also bringing my Morphe 35C palette. So, yeah, those are what I'm bringing for the palettes. These change all the time. I switch up my palettes depending on the job pretty much every time I do a job. You know, I like to be prepared in the eyeshadow department because I've had people say they want to do a bronzy look and then switch it to like a purple look, you know. You just never know. So I keep all that in here in my backpack. And the last thing is I kind of determine on whether or not I'm going to bring my makeup chair. You saw that in my what's in my updated freelance kit video. Today I'm not going to because I've been to this girl's house, so I know I don't need it. But sometimes I'll bring this little light. It's super, super bright. I'm not going to turn it on, but it's a very tiny little light. So I'll determine if I'm going to bring this or my big ring light, which I'm using right now. And today I'm going to bring my big ring light only because I do this girl's makeup in her basement, so there's no natural lighting. So I definitely need a ring light to kind of, you know, give me some good light. You need good light when you do makeup. 9 times out of 10 I do makeup in people's homes in front of a window. I will say, like, they'll always ask me, where do you want to set up? And I'll say anywhere that has the best natural lighting. I don't care where it is. If it has natural lighting, good natural lighting, I'll set up and make it work. But I always do this girl's makeup in her basement, so I'm bringing my ring light. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just think about the job, I think about the clients, the weather, and I kind of personalize my kit to that. And whatever products I know I won't need or I will take out. If I'm not sure, I'll keep them in because you never know. Like Friday, I will have a lot more stuff in here. I'll have more foundations, more concealers, that's pretty much it. It's more foundations and more concealers because I'll need more of a range of colors. For shadows, I may switch some of those palettes out, but for the most part, the brushes always stay the same. The powders pretty much always stay the same. The eyeliners, it's really just, you know, those foundations and stuff that I like to switch out. And plus, you know, by taking a bulk of the product out that I know I'm not going to use, it obviously makes it easier to roll this around. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys and you kind of have an idea of how to tailor your kit to certain jobs. Like, if you're going on a photo shoot or something, you want to make sure most of your products are good in photography and don't have SPF and stuff, because the last thing you want is flashback if you're doing makeup for a photo shoot. For brides, I definitely bring more neutral palettes for eyeshadow, brown eyeliners, stuff like that, because 9 times out of 10 brides all want the same like natural look. So I won't bring bold colors like the ones I'm bringing today. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys and that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.